Hi, my name is Yeshiak Mekonnen. This is my MYP personal project, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use 3 effects from Adobe After Effects, and the first one is motion tracking. Motion tracking is when you add text or an object to a footage, and it makes it seem as if the camera picked it up from that specific scene or place, like it was there. First, you just drag in your footage to Adobe After Effects, then put it in a new composition, then search up tracker on the effects presets and then drag it on. This finds out all the moving areas and like in the footage, and like puts bullseyes and like X's where they are. This could take up to like 10 minutes if you have like a not as well computer, but if your computer, it depends on your computer's muscle. If you have like an 8 gig computer with like an i7 processor, probably it's gonna take like a minute or two. So I've already done this, so I'm not gonna do this right now. But when you're done, it should look like this, bunch of dots everywhere, or X's I guess, and when you move around your cursor around them, it should like create a bullseye using 3 of those. What you want to do is pick one that's like facing you, but you don't want to pick any like ones that are like right here, because it's not even facing you. It's not gonna look correct. It's not going to be like aligned to the actual computer screen. So that I think this one is like the best one. So once you find it, right click on it, create text and camera, and then click on the text layer and then press S, which is the size or scale, and then bring that down a bit because it's too big, and then press R, which is the rotation, and then go on the Z rotation and then bring it down a bit, like -5. In the negatives, it depends on what footage you're using. For this footage, yeah. So once you do that, you can change the text to whatever you want it to say. I'm gonna make it say MYP Project because I'm original. And you can position the text by just dragging it down using these. If it doesn't look correct, just mess around with the rotation and all that. I think that seems fine. If the text is like too like sharp and bright and everything, it looks like too good to be like it's gonna be easily noticeable that it's not there. You can change the mode to like overlay is like my favorite one because it makes it that soft light I guess is okay too, but overlay it adds the colors from the backgrounds onto the text as well, so that it looks good. And you can also add an adjustment layer. Adjustment layers in After Effects, if you put it over if you put adjustment layers in After Effects, any effect you apply to that adjustment layer is going to it affects everything that's under that adjustment layer. So I'm going to go to Layer, New, then Adjustment Layer. You can also press Ctrl Alt Y, and then you can apply Mojo, which is a color correction. This one is my favorite. And then you can apply it to that. And once you're all done, you just have to render it, and it'll look like it's actually on there. This is what the footage used to look like. And this is what the footage looks like now. Okay, what you just saw right there was an effect called film damage from Sapphire Stylize, which gives the video or footage, could be a picture as well. It gives that an effect of like the old cameras, how they used to like put on like what's it called, like lines on the camera quality was like bad, so they had like lines and all that. And to do this effect, it's actually pretty simple. You just first you have to get Stylize. Sapphire. The Sapphire plugin, which comes with all these distortion, lighting, and all this other stuff. Then you go to stylize, and then should be one right here. Oh, right here. Film damage, no space. And then select that, and then it should come up with like a preset already. Or you can like come up with your own preset, or like build one. Like, I don't know. Just you can get one from people, like different settings and all that. Or you can like make your own. So this is what it looks like. How like video. And you could just pick any of them, like look like anything you want. And I think all of these are a bit too much. This one seems fine. So just load it, and that's it. You know, you just render it out normally. But this might take a toll on your computer because it's a pretty like big effect. Not big, but like an effect that takes up a lot of memory. And so yeah, you can mess around with all these. Like I don't know what this does, but you can mess around with this like this. It, like, makes it all like grainy, I guess. That's like the static in the middle. This is like the it's like coffee stand looking things on it, like right there. It looks like, yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't like those. The dust is like the black little dots moving all over the image. You can use this effect in like an olden like one of those like Charlie Chaplin movies, like the old age, not the old age, but like the comedy movies, like silent movies. You can use those with some like funny like background music. And this has been the second effect I'm gonna show you today. The last effect I'm gonna be showing you how to do is the effect where in scary movies the music and the picture of the video go together, where like flashing black frames, I guess. And that's done. I'm gonna do that with this song, with this soundtrack, I guess. It's like rats, and then water drops, and then there's like a scream at the end. Yep, that's pretty scary. So what you want to do is right click on your audio layer and then go to keyframe assistant, convert audio to keyframe. And then this depends on whether the song or the audio is like really long or short, then it's going to be done faster. What you want to do is delete the right and left channel, and then just keep the, yeah, and then go down all the way until you see the slider, and then it should do that, like highlight all the keyframes down here. Then what you want to do is go to scale or graph editor here, and then you want to pick like the high points right here, and then the low points like not too low or not too high, like in the middle. Like I think I'm gonna pick like 35 or something for the high, and then like 9 seems to be fine. So then what you want to do is Alt and then click the slider, the keyframe button, and then this is the hardest like part because you have to do like equations and all that. What you want to do is type in linear and then open bracket and then value, and then you want to do your comma, no space, capitals or anything. This is just, if you mess up on one thing, like nothing is gonna work. It's just like Java and all that scripting. So you put your high value, then your low value, which is 9. Then you put 0, so whenever it's at like, I mean, you put 100, so whenever it's at 35, it's gonna be like, when it's the loudest, the screen is gonna flash the most, and then when it's at like under 9 or like in the lows, it's gonna be at 0, and then close that bracket. And then what you wanna do is right click and then add a new solid. It's gonna be black. If it's not black, just make it black. Just go all the way down or something. Make it comp size, and then press T, and then Alt, click on that as well, and then bring down the slider right here. And then what you want to do is click this little squiggly line looking thing. Actually, you click the one from up top from the solid, and then you bring it down to the slider. This connects them together so that the black solid is gonna come up whenever like the linear equation that we entered is like occurring. So then let's ramp preview this like that. Yeah, that's how you do it. So this has been my MYP project, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.